BBC podcast. It's your boy Tunchi right here. My boy JP. It's after our show. We got lovely lady in the house.
Thank you.
With the emotional support.
With the emotional support.
For next time.
Yeah.
And we'll go ahead and hand the mic over to her. Let her introduce herself.
My name is Antoinette. Or you can call me Tony. I'm from Bombay Hooligans. And this is my friend Brittany.
For the camera. She didn't want to be on camera, but she's right here. We'll see if we can get a picture for her later.
Mm-hmm.
So, your age and your dating status.
Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go.
Oh.
So my age, I'm 34. My dating status right now, I'm single, but I'm filling things out. Yeah.
Is it with with the previous ex, or is it somebody?
Oh no. So I've got done with him. Yeah. No, I'm all about business right now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
More on the term right now. You say building yourself back up, working on you type of thing.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what's up.
So how's your schedule look like throughout the week? Like, is there any time? Would you make time for a man right now, or you're just like focused just on work?
So a man has to understand, like, I have 3 jobs. So I work Monday through Friday, and I have like a medical job. And then I do bartending on the side.
Okay.
We also do promotions. So like event promotions, and it depends because right now we're doing something on the 14th, on October 14th. And it's just something that we're starting out at. But yeah, ever since my last relationship, I've thrown myself into work and just been working on every avenue to get myself like above and beyond.
So would you be willing to make time for the right guy?
It depends.
So if we write that down, like, what would be 3 things to make a man qualify for you to break your time right now?
They can't be clingy. I'm an Aquarius.
Me too.
Hey, high five. That's right. So I'm an Aquarius. Like, I like attention, but I don't. Like, you got to give me my space to do me.
Define that. What's attention and not attention?
So the type of person that I'm looking at, they got to understand that I have a busy lifestyle. I don't like somebody that's clingy. I like somebody that will text me and say, hey, how's your day going? Check on me from time to time, but not expect me. Because they got to understand my schedule. I have a lot of things I got to do, and I have a lot of things that I'm trying to accomplish. So if somebody gets upset that I don't have time for them, boo-hoo, I'm sorry.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So how does it work if it was the other way around? Like, and you wanted the time and attention when he has a day off. Like, you willing to compromise, or how does that work?
Of course. So in my mind, a perfect relationship is a person doesn't have to subtract from themselves, right? They can be who they are. They can have their person, have time as an individual, and add to each other. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I understand if I'm with a dude that has a lifestyle where he's like busy all the time. I understand. Okay. So when you make time for me, make time for me. But you know what I mean? It's just like.
Don't you think most women say that, and then when they don't get their time is when they complain?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes and no.
Uh-oh.
It depends because some women are insecure and need somebody on their ass all the time.
Is that because you think that they want to know what the other person's doing all the time? Like, it ain't such about them. It's about if that person's guy's always getting a hold of me, I know I have all his attention. He has that time for another girl.
Right.
Okay.
So I think, like, if a man shows a woman that they're about business and not about bullshit, a girl can fall back into her feminine energy and say, okay, I see what this man is doing. I see what this man is going to do and have plans for me and reserve herself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So how would you say right now, being that, like, you make your own money, like most women that make their own money, they're probably have like a little bit of masculine traits. You have to be a boss.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be aggressive.
Traits. Here we go.
Yeah, you got to be.
I'm a boss chick.
You have to be aggressive in your workplace, and to get to the top and people to be under you and run things.
Mm-hmm.
how would you do? You turn that off when you get home? Are you a submissive woman, or are you like a equality type of woman?
I'm submissive if somebody shows me that they can lead.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up. So I hate when guys be like, "Oh, I could do this, da 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 da,"
And they
and
can't
then
do shit.
they can't do shit. I'm like,
No.
I ain't got time for that. Sorry. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, this is what I got. When you got a woman that has her own money, that can make her own shit, and a guy that's just bullshitting, it's kind of like, well, that's disrespectful for even coming at me like that. You know what I mean? Like, you better add to or don't even bother.
So how does a man add value to you?
It's a hard point right now because I'm like, right now I'm at a point where it doesn't even faze me. Like, I gotta see your work ethic. Is
that because like you're numb from what you've been through?
I would say yeah. Yeah, because I've had my past history on guys have not been good. Everybody has been like, oh, I'll protect you. Oh, I'll do this. And I mean, I come from the streets. I come from a good home, but I've been through the mud. You know what I mean? So when a guy says something that he's gonna do and he don't do it, I'm like,
yeah, I would think that's a bad leader. He just keep his word.
Rude. Yeah,
I said rude.
Yeah, it's just like either you gotta let me go and sit the fuck down and let somebody else that's gonna actually do it for me come through. You know, don't sit there and not be able to provide for a woman that will give you, you know, everything.
Okay.
You know?
So would you say for our lady viewers, like, how would you, somebody fresh 18 thinking that they're
Hold up. You said 18?
Yeah, but I'm just talking about like just women, like anywhere between like 18 25.
18.
Like how could you recommend to those girls to pick the right guy? Like you said you have your little history of going through your bumps in the road.
So if you could turn back the time, what would you do?
You know better now through the experience. What would you recommend on how to pick a guy? Three red flags to just not ignore.
So first off, now I think that you should date around. Date around until you see who's
So you mean
best.
spending time with them, date around, or do you mean like sleeping with different guys?
No. So it's not necessarily sleeping with somebody, but just seeing people's patterns. You know, I'm a lover. You know what I mean? I love people. I'm a social butterfly. I like to be around people, but I also like my me time. So that's the thing. It's like you have to find somebody that's compatible for you to really lock it down. So my previous history is, you know, a guy says something, I'm like, okay, yeah, I believe it. And then once I get in it, I'm like, that's not what he's about. Yeah. And then I feel like I'm doing more. And I'm like, damn, I'm up with a bitch. Like, this is not about the business.
So
like,
pretty much do you think a lot of guys in your past have
not have the same work ethic as me, not have.
But how'd they get your attention at first? Like, what did they present to you? What was their lie that they pulled up in, and then right before they got you?
Gotcha, bitch.
It's a really. I have like a wide variety. I've had like.
So you don't have a certain type of guy. You have a.
Yeah.
Or you one of those chicks that go off of vibes?
Yeah, it's just a vibe, really. So I've dated some dudes that were in like my theater class, right? Goofy, whatever, all about me. That's cute, whatever. To like the football player, to the guy that I don't know what it is. I do love thugs, so that's the hard part.
So the street thing is a thing for you.
It is, I guess. I'm comfortable with it, but it's just like.
Do you think that's one of your downfalls, is going for the street dude?
Yeah, because it's just like sometimes they don't have their goals in order. Like, I don't mind if you about the street.
I would say most of the time they don't have that shit.
Yeah.
Right.
They live day by day now.
Yeah.
But there's a lot because too, like their surroundings that they're around, the other people that are around them too are more, not so much like. There's usually only one leader and everybody else like a cheerleader. So that's how. And if you're the dude that's kind of up higher in your rankings of your boys, they pumping you up to do not the right thing. And,
right.
And it'd be bullshit majority of the time. If you got a woman attached to that, you're gonna drag her through the mud too because you run into bullshit.
More followers than leaders.
Yeah.
I get you.
I'm like, you gotta have the balls to back it. That's all I gotta say.
All right.
Because if I have bigger balls than you, then it's a
That's
wrap.
bad.
It's a wrap.
So you would tell them to
Man
just
the
date
fuck up,
around
man.
and just
Yeah,
go through the experience.
And I think it's so hard because most people attach feelings, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they catch a vibe with somebody, and it's like, ooh, I like him. He does this and this and this, and then it's just like, it's a front. Everybody's on their best behavior at a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The
So
honeymoon phase.
Yeah, honeymoon phase. So honestly, I think like you got to be friends with somebody. You got to just like vibe with people for a while, and then be like, ooh, this is their traits. This is how they work. Like we can mesh. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what's a red flag that you would say to girls like don't ignore that?
Okay. Let's see. I got a couple. All right, here we go. So, one thing is if they're too clingy. Like I like when
So
somebody's
you just meet a dude, you give him the number.
Yeah, what's your definition of
Yeah,
too clingy?
what's the definition?
Okay, so here's the thing. Because I have I've had a rocky past. So when I still find it very difficult if a dude is offering to throw up like, oh, I'll be your protector, I'll be this, I'll be that. I'm like, you ain't got to do all that. Like
Too extra.
Yeah, too extra. Like just vibe with me. Like let's have a good time. Let's go out. Let's do like certain things. Let's do fun shit together, right? When do you care if I cuss? I'm sorry.
Oh, God, keep it real. Keep it real.
All right.
Speak your
So,
mind.
I think like let's do fun events. Let's get together. Let's do fun shit. I don't like when it gets too serious up front. I'm like, whoa, like give me some space.
So
I think it's an Aquarius thing too. No?
No.
No? Okay. So I think like if it gets too serious up front, I'm just like, whoa, like that's just cool,
Yeah.
you know?
So that's like a red flag for you. Just the too clinginess. Like there's like a time span on what this should happen this time, and like
Yeah.
if it's moving too fast, then it's just
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, maybe if I don't know, maybe I need some like therapy or something. But sometimes when I'm being straight up because I've been through what I've been through. So like, if somebody's like too nice up front, I'm just like, what's really going on? And if you don't back up what you say, like, then I'm really gonna be like, nah, just don't call me. Like,
So you only give a guy one time. If he doesn't do what he says, the first time?
No, I shouldn't say that because honestly, I give multiple.
Like, how long would it take you to be like, nah, I'm
Yeah,
straight?
but he just bullshit. Like,
It depends.
Would you call him out on his bullshit?
I would.
yeah.
I sure would. I'm that bitch. I'm like, okay, so this is what I don't like. You know what I mean? Because I've had,
Keith.
yeah, straight up. So I've had dudes, see me for what I am. Like, I'm a social butterfly. I like to hang with people. I understand. I'm a woman. I'm an adult. I have male and female friends. You have female and male friends. It's all good. Like, unless you show me some shit that I have to be worried about, like, I'm not tripping, right? If you're about your business, right? But once you give me that time to start tripping, once you show me that you're like gonna fold, like, all right, I'm a like stay rigid. I'm just gonna sit back and see exactly how you move.
Okay.
And
But
then
do
I
you-
give you chances. I give you chances so that I know for sure that I'm good on my own, you know?
Do you really think that girls and guys could actually, like, really be friends?
Yeah, of course.
So you have a lot of guy friends?
I have guy friends, yeah.
How many of those guy friends like actually try to smash and they had to go to the friend zone?
Look, I mean, I have guys hit me up all the time. Like, my homies
I mean,
will-
I would think so. I think the average girl,
Yeah.
Yeah,
What would you
because
say? I
like when you
say-
find a bitch that's just chill, like where you can bullshit all day and just be like, I don't have to worry about nothing.
But I think like most guys try to hit on the girl and she turns it down and he becomes the friend. Like, you cool. If you don't keep on trying to hit on me, you could be my friend.
And they'll be
Is
your
how-
best friend.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
given
that'd
that
be
opportunity.
But it's just a guy in the waiting is how I see it. It's just
Yeah.
like at any opportunity you can have 10 years, 15 years best friend, have a drunk night and man, you just
that
kinda
one
have it.
opportunity, he like, it's my time now.
You can hit him up like, man, it's just
He's like-
how come all these years like,
I'm
we
ready.
never ever hooked up and then he's like, man, finally my opportunity.
Yeah. I mean,
Would you say if you gave any of your guy friends
The opportunity, they would take it?
They would take it?
yeah, you don't even understand. I've gave a bunch of goofy ass fools like my time of day, and I'm like, why'd I do that?
But were they your friends first?
I mean, yeah, actually, yeah. There's been a couple.
So there's been some guys that make it out of the friend zone?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, baby.
So after you saying that, do you really think girls and guys could actually be friends?
Yeah, definitely. It just depends, because I feel like
You don't think that they're just waiting for that opportunity?
No, because
Playing the part?
I've had plenty of guy friends that have never made moves on me that still look at me like, oh yeah, that's a down ass bitch.
But do you think those same guys, given that opportunity, they'll take it?
No.
Be honest.
No, I mean,
Yeah. Your emotional support says yes.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
well, but
So do you think their true intentions are being friends?
I mean, I don't.
Come on.
Emotional support?
Yeah, sometimes
She says no.
they be bullshitting, but they still know that I have my boundaries.
Yeah,
Of course they know.
Yeah.
But they know their friend zone. They know that.
Yeah,
but given that opportunity,
given the opportunity,
they're going to take it.
Surprise, motherfucker.
They're going to jump that line. They're going to be like, shit, cool.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. That's how I say it. Like, I am who I am, and it's like I vibe with you or I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are you about your man having girlfriends?
Like I said, I'm cool until you show me otherwise.
So
What signs would
Yeah.
you be like, nah, okay, that's too far, or you're doing too much?
I mean, so it's like, I don't know, it depends. Because I've had a dude that, like, I understand that he ran with, like, a big crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Guys and girls, big crowd, right? And there was a lot of girls that are within the squad that it's just, like, they would all go meet up with. But he would pick, like, the randomest ones where it's just like, oh, no, like, I'm hanging out with them. Like, you can't hang out with them. I was like, all right, that's interesting, you know. And I just be like, whatever. I got to do shit anyway, so I ain't tripping, you know. Mm-hmm. But then when you post bitches, like, this is supposed to be like a family friend type of squad, and a bitch is in your lap, bitch, I'm going to sock you. Straight up. Well, you know, like.
Oh, you going to sock him or you going to sock her?
No, I'm going to sock that motherfucker. Like, first of all, you should know better. You know what I mean? Because, like, it's not her fault. You should know the line, you know? If you fuck with me, it's just like, I'm for you, and I'll be down.
As long as you get the respect.
Exactly. Okay. You know what I mean? And I would do the same for that person, but I don't think anybody really understands that.
So if the guy was like, because you know how guys they know guys, you know what I'm saying? So they know their intentions, they could see their vibe, whatever.
Yeah.
So if the dude you was with was like, I really ain't feeling that dude. Like, his intentions are not what you think they are. Would you listen to him? Would you respect his wishes? Or would you be like, well, look, this is my life. I'm going to do what I'm going to do.
And note that the guy friend was already there before the boyfriend came.
Okay. Yeah. So if I had that guy friend and he has made no passes, I mean, he's always done right by me.
Bless.
God bless you.
You all right.
See, you already in the podcast, see?
It would be like, I would try to find a middle ground first and see how we can make amends. You know what I mean? Or see how we can meet in the middle, right? Because if that person that I'm talking to, if I can have full trust in that motherfucker, then I'll be like, okay, well, let me see how I can make you comfortable, right? And then I would tell my friend, I would check my friend, be like, hey, this is what's up, and this is why my man feels a certain type of way. Like, if you're my friend, you would understand, like, I got to do what I got to do to make things work between the both of us. You know what I mean?
Okay. So how would it be being, like, I'm pretty sure you make good income. You know what I'm saying? Like, would you date down?
I have. Oh my God, honey.
Would you do it again?
Hell no.
No?
Hell no.
What are your reasons for dating down? What are the reasons for not doing it again?
So I dated a dude because he made me laugh, right? And he was funny. I let him take me on a date, and I was like, oh, like, it's cool. It's a vibe. No. That fool had no job.
Did you pay for the date?
No, that fool, he took me out on...
Pulled out some coupons and was like...
No. It was at, like, what do you call it? It was not EDD money, but it was like...
That PPP loan?
Yeah, something like that.
What?
Yeah, and I didn't even know. So he
Bro,
was like,
what are you talking about, man?
Yeah, here like he balling like shit.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to take you out. I was like, cool, whatever. And I mean, I would never... I like to vibe with people, but I would never turn down food or drink. I'd be like, yeah, let's go. Like,
So have you ever went on a date just for the food?
no. I have to.
You pause for a second.
No.
Stop the cap.
You pause for a second.
No.
She was like, what?
No, because I have to have
That
some sort
sushi
of...
was pretty good.
No, I have to have some sort of, like,
So you never went on a date just because you were bored? Like, just, man, this dude keeps on bugging me. I'll just go out.
No, because if it's a dude, like, I'd rather hang out with my girlfriends. You know what I mean? I'm busy. I have my work that I got to do. I have my girlfriends. Like, we always do fun shit with each other. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not that person to use a dude for a meal.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I make my own money.
I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you got a different mindset. Most ladies would just,
Shit, I'm
I
taking
gotta
that
take a date.
I'm bored. I'm sitting in the house tonight anyways.
I have to
Might as well
find
go
you
get something to
like
eat.
somewhat likable. You know, I'm like we gotta laugh
I
about
didn't
something.
feel like cooking tonight anyway, so.
You know.
All right, being that you're single right now, and like you said, like you're doing your own thing, you're mingling. Where are you meeting guys right now? Is cold approach? Guys are just coming up to you. I mean, you do have a job where guys can approach you most of the time, or is it mainly like just the typical wake up, 10 good morning beautifuls, and like, how does it work?
Or do you think it's harder being that, like, especially because you say you bartend, right?
Yeah.
So you've pretty much heard everything.
Yeah, that's.
Like,
So-
every pickup line.
Yeah, exactly.
So how would a guy, like, well, after you answer his question, how would a guy stand out? Being that you've heard everything. But go ahead and answer his question first.
What was
I
your
just didn't want to
question
forget.
again? I'm so sorry.
I just didn't want to forget. I got a shitty ass memory.
I'm burnt too.
Now you sidetrack me. No, but being like, where are guys approaching you right now? You getting more DMs right now? Are you on Tinder? Are you on like some dating app? Like,
Or is it just the cold approach? They just walking up to you?
It's like a cold.
Or is it the combination?
Combination? I would say.
Where do you think the majority of it comes from?
Like DMs or.
So this, like we trying to teach our guy followers. So you got 10 DMs. How many of those are you even gonna open? These are brand new accounts hitting you up. Whatever lines they're using, how many are you gonna open?
You know how many times I've came across accounts that are like, I'm from overseas. I'm like, nope. Swipe.
So you actually still open up all of yours, but you leave dudes on red? Is that
no,
what you
so
just read it and keep it moving?
I honestly, I will go through my DMs and just be like, is this like a legit person? And it depends. Like sometimes I'll catch a vibe like while I open it, like this ain't the one. Like,
How do you catch a vibe from a screen?
no, it's just like if I feel like this ain't legit, then I'm not gonna respond. Sometimes I'll just be like, if they compliment me, I'm like, okay, thank you. And it depends on how they approach me. You know what I mean? In a DM, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's just a type of way that they approach me within a DM that I would give them my time. So I've had guys that were like, oh, you know, you're very beautiful. Okay, thank you. And they just leave it at that. Or they'll say like, you know, I want to get to know you. Like, what are your interests? And if I start saying some stuff and they're like, they don't respond, I'm like, well, it is what it is. You know, we're not on the same wavelength. And that's cool.
So out of the 10, how many do you reply to them?
If they all seem legit.
If they all seem legit.
They're all guy accounts ranging anywhere from 5,000 to 200 followers. Everybody just...
I mean, I'm a sucker. Like, if somebody makes me laugh about some dumbass shit, I'm like, okay, let's go out to eat. Like, let's see how you are personally. Like, I will, you know what I mean? It sucks. Maybe I should throw my standards a little higher, but
I mean,
I'm just
sounds
like,
like it. Sound like you throw a joke in. It's just
Gotcha, bitch.
no, but I mean, it's just like I have to feel a person out, like personally. DMs, like I can understand somebody will throw out like a comment or like just a compliment, and it is what it is.
Okay, to simplify it more. That way, the guys just understand on what to do, what not to do. What 3 things should they not say in a DM?
Okay, 3 things. So
What are you tired of seeing? Like
some things that I hate seeing. Hey, when you gonna come see me? Like, nah, bitch, I ain't got time. What? I got 3 jobs, nigga. Sorry, bye. Like, no. You don't come at me like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, how's your day going? Like, I would like to get to know you. Would you like to come meet me for such and such?
Okay.
That's easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
Man, that really...
That goes a long way?
Yeah, that goes a long way.
Okay.
To a woman that just like, I don't really... But then again, I'm not that type of bitch that's too bougie, you know what I mean? Because some people are like, oh no, if they don't press this or give me this first, then I'm not going to even take the time.
But does your Instagram portray that you're bougie? Like if I was to get on there and look, would I be like, nah, she's too much hassle?
No, I mean, I don't think so. Do you think so? No. I mean, I'm just like, I'm a good time. Like, we always love to meet different people. Mm-hmm. We always love to vibe with different energies. You know what I mean? It's just like when we got the time and we're out, like, hey, come out and see us. Like, come have a drink with us. It is what it is. Like, we're not that type. Like, if you don't spend money, this much amount of money on us, like, we don't even want to deal with you. No.
So, like, the first date doesn't matter. Like, he could take you to, like, a regular restaurant. You don't have to be nothing, like, fancy.
No.
Okay.
I
so
think
we go to Denny's and
that's
cool?
me. And like, you want to do like a seafood boil? I'm in. I will get dirty.
Talking about like boiling crab.
You know what I mean? It's just it is what it is. Like, if you want to see me cracking crab legs, like,
I just want to throw this out there. Seafood is gross.
Oh no, honey.
Yeah.
You think seafood is gross too?
No, he likes that shit.
I'm half Thai. So.
You know what's up. You got that? Do you like the jail? Yeah, you know what's up. Yeah. But, I mean, it is, I'm down for, like, it could even be burgers. It could be, like, carne asada fries or, just simple shit. If you are a good time and I think you're a good time, like, let's go and let's just be about it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel.
All right.
I'm not too stuck up.
She said, I'm not too stuck.
Not too stuck up. If you,
well, let's lead on more on what is it you feel, how you think about yourself, just based on looks alone, not your personality, not how fun you are, and all the other stuff like that.
Like, what do you rate yourself? 1 through 10.
1 to 10.
How I rate myself?
Uh-oh.
I mean, I'm a good solid like 8.5 because like. I know that there's bitches that are prettier than me or that got better body than me, but hey, I could vibe. Like,
I'm just shocked that you didn't say 10.
Yeah, I'm shocked that you didn't say 10.
Most girls like,
got
I'm a
a lot of
10.
girls
I'm a
on here,
dime.
like-
I'm an 11, motherfucker. Like,
No.
and then I point out, like, okay, so if you're a dime, so there's no growth, like room for growth, no improvement. And they'll be like, well, I mean, yeah, I still got some room to grow, so how are you a 10 then? Like, that makes no sense.
Realistically, no bitch is a dime. Like, everybody has room to grow. Everybody has their flaws. Everybody has their hang-ups. Like, I mean, like I said, there's other bitches that are prettier than me, but bitch, we could just like vibe and just joke around and be like our 100% like self and just be chill. You know what I mean? I don't feel like money has a hold on me, you know what I mean? To where if you're not making this amount, I won't, if you're not making X amount, I won't talk to you. Like, that's not the type of bitch I am. You know what I mean?
That's a rarity.
So the guy can just have the basic Honda. His gear can be kind of, I mean, he ain't dusty, but he ain't dripping. Like,
she knows I've been through I've been through, like, the gutter. Like, I've gone with guys that had no job. I'm like, it's okay, as long as you're working to better yourself.
Listen.
I've tried to pull them to do better.
But that goes. It sound like, for what you're telling us, it sound like you just date a bunch of comedians. Like everybody makes you laugh.
No. I mean, it's just
or like kind of like a charity case.
No, I don't want to do charity cases. Sometimes like I understand people have hard times.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I came from nothing, so I understand like you got to work hard.
Okay.
And I understand if I have a man that works hard for me, shit.
So gotta really, like I said, like he ain't gotta have the Benz, he ain't gotta have all the jewelry and all that other type of stuff. Like you're good with a working average man. Like
exactly.
So as long as he has like a 9 to 5, you're good.
Yeah, as long as you're working hard to, be your best self.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you're not taking from me, not hating on me because I'm trying to do my best self.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Then we're good. As long as you support me and what I got to do, then I'll support you in what you got to do.
So but he has to make what you make or more, right? Like you won't date down anymore?
So I feel like every time I dated down, it just sucked the life out of me. So
how so? Is it because did you find out?
And how down did you date?
My God!
Like you became like the supporter, like paying for his bills and giving him money.
No, I wouldn't pay nobody's bills for one, but a dude has. I helped a dude out when he was drunk and didn't have a ride back. Right, this is my supposedly boyfriend, and I knew he had messed with a bitch that night before, and I'm just
left his ass where he sat.
So I'm just like, you know what? I'm not gonna be that bitch.
So you could have left him hanging.
Could have left him hanging, but I still helped him out, right?
It sounds like you got a good heart.
So then he costed me a DUI.
Serious?
Yeah, it was like over 25 G's, like in total, and I'm just like, never again.
Jeez.
Never again.
So you ended up giving a ride home and got pulled over?
Yeah, no. So I gave him a ride, and then he got disrespectful. I said, get out my car. He wouldn't get out my car, and I'm just like, fuck.
So it became like a confrontation type thing.
Yeah, the whole drive. I was like, I just
got seen and they called the cops type thing, or
no. So I was just like, I just gotta get him home, screaming in my face. Why the fuck you being like this for? Da, 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 da. I'm like, cause I know you're a fucking hoe, bro. Mm-hmm. Like you were with some bitch while I was like passed out. Like it is what it is. Like don't. But I'm giving you a ride back home because you lost your key somehow. So the drive home, he's like screaming at me, pulling at my face, yada yada yada. I rear-ended somebody, just trying to get him going.
Dang.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah. And you know what? I just, took it to the chin and just like kept it pushing. Like I knew that I fucked up by giving him a ride. Yeah. I shouldn't have done that. Even though even though he did me dirty, I still helped him out. Mm. His cousin called me. He's like, hey, he lost his keys. Can you give him a ride home? I was like, fuck, fine, whatever. Mm. But that's just it. It just depends. Like I've had a lot of guys take me for some dumbass shit, but I'm still on top.
So your last relationship, how did that end? Why did it end?
Why did it end?
Yeah,
do you really
why
want to
and
know?
how?
Yeah, we need to know.
Yeah, that's why we asking.
So my last relationship ended because my dude was always jealous at the fact of what I have and what he didn't have. Right?
What you
Hold on, wait. So let me tell you. So let me get in depth.
Yeah, that's what I'm
right? So let me get in depth. So
wow.
And honestly, I think he was just mad at the fact that I wasn't sinking no matter how much bullshit he put me through. And then on top of that, he had an alcohol problem. So when he had an alcohol problem, he tried to get too aggressive with me. And I'm not a weak... I mean, you see me.
Hey, look, you hold your own.
I'm not a weak bitch. You know what I mean? And, like, I've did some training in jiu-jitsu. And it's just like, once they hear that, they're like...
Y'all hear that shit, right? She'll fuck you.
They feel like... So he felt like he could take me when he was drunk. And... Like I said, I have 3 jobs. So when he got me, I was like dead ass hurt. I'm like, first of all, what? And then you want to drop me. Then you want to not. Like, so I'm like, first of all, He comes to my house, piss ass drunk. And then I tell him, because he got disrespectful, get the fuck out. No, I'm not going to get out. I'm staying. Da, 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 da. And then you want to come try to snatch me up and drop me? First of all, I'm like, let me wake up. So I wake the fuck up and I fuck his ass up. And then he wants to say, call the cops. I'm not leaving. Look what you did to my face.
Look what you made me do to your face, stupid.
Exactly, right? I'm like, you're in my house. You're in my house. Like, why would you just not leave when I asked you nicely?
I shot him and said he was trying to break in.
You know what I mean? But I'm too nice. I'm like, look, I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, not get nobody in trouble. Like, get out. Please just leave my house. No, that didn't want to happen. He was adamant about staying in my house. I had to call everybody. Call his cousin, like, yo, get his out. Please tell him to leave. Please tell him to leave. That didn't work. So nothing worked. So then I finally had to call, like, security to come to my gated ass community. And he was like, look what you did. He was, like, bloody. I mean, I was half asleep. And you look like you came out more fucked up than me. Yeah. You attack me and then say, call the cops. Look what you did to my face. You're a bitch. Straight up on God. Like, don't ever say, oh, I'm going to protect you from nothing. No, you a bitch. Like, you should have had a vagina, bitch. You know what I mean? I should have been a lesbian. That's how I feel. Like,
I'm pretty sure he knows who you're talking about.
Yeah. So anyways, so it's just like one of those things. Like, if you love somebody, you wouldn't want to keep putting somebody through some bullshit.
How long are you guys together?
It was like an on and off thing for 2 years.
Okay. How long did it go straight through before it started going on and on?
No. So it's been
Since day one.
That's what it sounded like.
What?
Your emotional support's over there laughing like, yeah, that shit was from the jump.
She knows when he would ever act up because he needed attention or he wanted to see how I'd act.
So to get your attention, he would act up.
Yeah, I will ignore the fuck out of you and keep doing about my business.
So you ever have any of your homegirls tell you like, hey, like this ain't the one, like you should cut it?
Yeah.
You just ignore them?
Yeah.
The emotional support's shaking her head like, I told her a gang of times.
Straight up. Now they tell me you need to cut this fool because it's like bad news. It's just causing you a bunch of shit. Dude, 25 G's, that's a lot. So that's a lot. I paid for everything up front by myself.
So did you guys live together?
No, not at all. I have my own place.
Okay.
And I think the fact that because like he lives with his mama, it's just one of those things like you can't deal with a bitch that has her own shit and you not, you know what I mean? You're not on the same wavelength. Yeah. Like I told this fool, I don't care what you've been through. I want to see you do better. And I'm here for you. And he didn't get that.
No, he should have took the opportunity. A lot of women. I mean, not to down talk you doing like that, but a lot of women have standards. Like, man, nah, like fuck that. Like, you have to be here, or I ain't even like.
Therapy for my shit, because who would do that? Really? When somebody fucks up on me, I ask them straight up, like, what have your childhood trauma? I need to know this so I understand how you work. Who would do that after a motherfucker fucked up on you, right?
Yeah. So since then, since the breakup and everything, how long you been single now? How long?
So let's see, it's been since July.
July? Okay, short.
Yeah.
Have you dated since then?
I went out on maybe like 2 days, like breakfast dates, nothing serious, you know.
You have that.
I just don't have right now. I'm focused on me.
You ain't have that back pocket guy, the guy that was potential. Maybe
that was always waiting at the gate, like.
That was like he was just waiting. He knew that the drunk was gonna fuck up one day or another, and he was gonna have his foot in the door or something.
No, because I have homies, but they know that I'm about me right now. And if they try to overstep, I'm like, no, like I'm not about that.
So nobody hasn't like try to push up and be like, hey, I know you're feeling a little lonely right now. You came through a lot of stuff.
I honestly
come cry on my shoulder.
No, I'm just like, let me turn up with my bitches. Like, that's how I'm feeling. Like, let me go make some money. Yeah. Let me figure out how I'm going to better myself. I don't need no man to feel validated. Even though I feel like I'm like a 8.5, whatever. Like, I don't need a man's validation to make me feel good.
That's good.
You know what I mean?
Oh, good. So you teach the women out here now to be
self-confident.
Be self-confident. Exactly. That's it. No matter if you came out of a relationship that was bad, like, don't let it drag you down.
Exactly.
That's good. So next would be I know you say you're working
Give
on
it
you.
to me. Let's go.
Oh,
I know you say you're working on you, but since July, you ever had like no like flings, one night stands or anything?
So honestly, I think the streets are like not safe. I
So no
feel
hot girl summer for you?
no. Well, I'll turn up with my girls definitely, but it's just I don't feel like I'm the type to just lay under a man just because like ooh, it's fun. No, like right now I'm about me. I'm about making money.
So you saying you ain't had sex since July?
Yeah.
Stop the cap.
No. Straight up, I haven't. No, I haven't. Like, I think in these times, like, a bitch has to use, like, a toy just to, like, don't choke over there. I'm straight up because I work in medical, so
Nah,
I'm
'cause I was
like,
just about to say, well, you got like a drawer full of toys and shit?
no, not a draw. I have my one. Like,
She said, no, I got my
handy.
special one.
Yeah.
My faithful, he's cool.
Yeah. And it's just, like, one of those things, like, but honestly, my mindset, as soon as I got out of my relationship, because I've had such, like, you know what I
Rocky
mean?
little-
Yeah, rocky shit. I'm just like, you know what? It crosses my mind sometimes, like, oh, I want to snuggle with somebody. Oh, it would be dope to, like, you know, do something with another person.
And
But
snap yourself back in and be like, nah, I don't.
yeah, no, I'm just like, let me call one of my bitches, like, let's go out to lunch.
I think that's
Let's
good,
do-
though. I
you
think
know?
You're having
a lot
those
of women
thoughts
don't-
again, come get me.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Let's
like,
go do
but like what
something
you're talking
fun.
about, like I don't think a lot of women have that type of support like that.
Yeah.
If they do have a homegirl, they kind of got like a shitty homegirl that's not.
Oh no, my
and,
bitches
like,
support me.
and
They
the best
know
type
what's
of thing.
up.
Okay, that's
Like
good.
anytime that I've been like feeling pretty down about like myself or whatever, or if like I'm going through those like down spells of just like down on myself, they're like, okay, like let's get together, let's go have drinks, we'll go out, and it's
Girls'
just like,
night type thing.
yeah, and
That's
it's
good, that's
so
good, though.
weird
Yeah.
because honestly, like we have a good time by ourselves.
I mean, I
and-
think it's good because it'll keep maybe
The
if your
bullshit
homegirls are
out?
good enough, it'll keep your homegirls will keep you from making the wrong decisions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The fact that you're with them and not feeling lonely and just because you're lonely, go with the wrong guy. They tell you like,
Right.
"No, we got you. Like, just come with us."
Because there's a lot of like girls with the groups of friends that drag
Bad
them
friends.
down
Yeah, they're just
because
bad friends.
they're already down. You know what I mean?
A lot,
Yeah,
honestly,
I
a
know.
lot of women give.
Bad advice.
Yeah, single women give single women bad advice.
No,
That's how I see it.
they know me and they know that like I don't need to catch another case. So I'm just like first of all, no more dumb motherfuckers. That's straight up. You know?
So since July to now, are you realizing? Say you're in the dating that you weren't dating for a while, you were in a relationship, but from July to now, are there a lot of men that's like lacking like nowadays? You're like, dang, like there's a lot of dudes that are just weird or just like
Yeah.
look like
How do you
can't
feel
have
about
a
the dating
regular
scene
conversation.
nowadays?
So the dating scene, I feel like the tables have turned.
Mm-hmm.
Like guys want women to chase them, and they think that's
What type of guy wants that? Is it like a high status guy, the guy that's flossing all his stuff on Instagram and trying to pretty much trying to lead with his pocket? Is he trying to get chased? Like who? What
No,
kind of guy? trying to get
I
chased?
feel like just regular schmegglers, bro.
You think
like,
a regular dude is
like-
trying to get chased?
No, honestly, I think if a guy doesn't have somebody to stroke his ego, like he just doesn't know what to do with himself. You know what I mean? So
Interesting.
I feel like it doesn't even have to go into a classification of if they have money, if they don't. You know what I mean? I feel like honestly,
You don't think guys with money have more confidence?
yeah, I think they do.
You think it's confidence or cockiness?
I think it's cockiness because they know they can bag bitches because of money. But then there's there's a lot of dumb bitches.
I mean, it's you can bag the girls who that's what they're looking
But
for.
there's
But somebody
no
like that has,
substance.
but a woman that has her own, I don't think she's really too impressed with that.
Right. If a woman has her own, like
gotta bring something else to the table.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's money. It doesn't matter if it's status. You have to bring like certain things to the table, or else it's just like it's whatever.
Like that's why you like a guy to make you laugh.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
So being that like you got your group of girls, I don't know how many you guys are like that are tight. How many of these Like
I mean, I have a
5,
couple.
4?
We're spread out right now.
Well, how many did you say that are like pretty solid? 4, 3,
Pretty solid. So pretty solid about 5.
5?
Yeah.
How many are single?
4.
So only one is
only
has
one.
a man or
but
married?
yeah, but she's going through her shit, and you know what I mean. It's like we support her. It is what it is.
Are you guys all in the same age range, or?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we have like a good range of people that we hang out with, but my core group, yeah, we're around the same age.
Okay. So would you say that they give you good advice?
I think so. Yeah, all the time. Like sometimes I'm like, okay, hold on. Let me take this off. Sometimes they tell me some stuff and I'll ignore the red flags. I'm like, well, this seems like it's fun. Hold up a second. This is gonna be a little spicy, but then I'm just like,
Damn, I should have listened.
Exactly.
So 5 warnings. They're giving you 5 warnings. How many of those are you ignoring?
If they give me 5 warnings,
4.5.
yeah. It depends on how good the dick is, and I'm just like, no.
So that's it.
Yeah.
That's what it matters.
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I give more chances if I have a good chemistry sexually with somebody, then I give them more chances, and then I'll be like, you ain't shit.
How many times does it take?
It depends. It depends. Because, I mean, like I said, my last boyfriend, I gave him plenty of chances within the past 2 years on and off that I've been with him. And, like, I could have been a hoe. I tell him, man, I should have
Passed
been
up
a
on
hoe.
that dude. I could have smashed.
You know what I mean?
Been out
She belongs to the streets.
I could have been one, but I chose not to be. I chose to boss up. Oh, okay, you want to act up? You do you. Boop. Block. I'm going to do me. I'm going to work on myself, work on my jobs, handle my business, and then deal with it. When you realize that when you fuck up on me, that's on you.
Yeah.
Then we can, like, find a middle ground. You know what I mean?
So what about right now? Since say you're working on you, you're open eyes and ears to dating. What 3 qualities can a guy have to take you off the market right now?
It's really hard because I'm traumatized. Oh God, I'm like, I don't believe.
Do you already have it set in your mind?
nothing.
You be like, I'm gonna be single for a year. I'm gonna just ride it out?
Honestly,
How do you feel?
so this is the thing. It's gonna take a lot because I've been through so much trauma. I've been through a lot of abuse, and it's just like, for what I give you my whole heart. I'm a good person. I will give you the world if we're together. Like I always try to make my other half. I always try to make their life easier. What these bum ass motherfuckers would do was like, oh, this is I'm gonna take everything.
Take advantage of
I'm gonna
shit.
take everything that she's worked for and claim it as mine. No,
Damn, you let all those do
City
it?
boy, city boy.
no.
Crazy.
No. So I mean, it's all a learning. It's all a learning curve, I guess. Because I mean, I'm just not that typical bitch to just be serial dating. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, what was the question?
Name what's 3 qualities it's gonna take for a guy to take you off the market?
You have to be
What's the first
secure.
one? Okay, secure financially or
just like
Just-
what's your definition of secure?
Secure financially, secure like emotionally, because I
so
feel like
mentally stable.
yeah,
Like,
mentally stable, because I feel like a lot of dudes hold like inner trauma and they don't like deal with it. They have to be the man, they have to be like super macho camacho, but it's just like, if you don't tell your girl that you are vibing with like just the shit that you've been through, like honest to God shit, like it will eat it. Your childhood trauma adds to your adult relationships.
Okay.
So yeah, so just just mentally stable, financially stable, and just, I guess, honest. And
Stability.
honesty.
And what's gonna be the last one?
I mean, you have to have good boundaries. I honestly think every person should have their own personal boundaries, and everybody should respect that. You know what I mean? So if a man says, I'm not comfortable with this, okay, so let me figure out how to make you feel comfortable, right? Mm-hmm. But also, you got to understand my boundaries. And then meet in the middle, not get a stick up their ass and be
Sounds like a communication thing.
Yeah, right? So good communication, right? Yeah, okay. That's pretty simple.
So if he came across right now, he could take you off the market. Along with the looks and whatever it is that you like, good jokes or whatever it is.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you're not closed-minded to it.
I'm not closed-minded, but
you're not totally closed off to the idea.
Yeah. I mean, the idea is nice, but if somebody met me, they're gonna, I tell them straight up, like, yo, I've been through some shit. Like, give me some time. Sometimes I'll be checking shit, like.
How is your mind with that? I know a lot of women feel different. A lot of women, like, go through, like, just straight bad trauma, and then obviously the next 5-10 dudes gonna have to get the beat up for it and everything like that. Like, do you understand that the new dude is not
the old
that
dude?
He shouldn't pay for what the last dude did?
Right. So with me, especially when I told my ex, I was like, look, I don't want to put my past insecurities onto you, right? And that's just real shit. I do my best to try to separate the two, because I don't think it's fair that somebody gets the blunt end of the stick because a bitch is fucking hurt. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but some other bitches will just like run through motherfuckers just because,
Yeah.
But and that's them. But it's all in I think it's all in a person mentally. You gotta.
So what do you think about that woman that just like, I'm gonna just lay under a few guys until I just recover and just get over it?
Hey, if that's how they feel like they need to cope, that's how they feel like they need to cope. I don't hate on them. You do you.
So you don't judge a woman by her body count?
No, not at all. Because men will just fuck anything that moves. You know what I mean?
I mean, but
not all men.
Not a lot of men though.
Not all men.
If somebody just like gives them attention, they're like, okay, let's do it. A lot of dudes, if somebody strokes their ego, they're just like, oh, all right, like let me hear that.
Yeah.
But don't you think that's because it's harder for men to get sex than women to get sex? Obviously, women can get sex easier than men can.
Yeah, anytime.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah. You can walk outside and be like, hey, you want to? Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You just got to surround yourself around people that
want to see you do good and
like
mind
yeah.
up with you.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Okay. So another thing being, I piggyback off of what he said, for our guy viewers that are trying to pick up girls at the bars and stuff like that, like, should you never ever try to hit on the bartender because she's heard it all? Or
no, I think if you want to shoot your shot, shoot your shot. You never know how that.
But for our guy viewers that are
especially because the bartender, you heard it all. You heard everything.
Heard it all.
Yeah.
So in your head, like, your focus for the night, you making drinks. You like, man,
like, how would a guy
I ain't
stand
handing
out?
my number out to nobody tonight. Like, are you already planned in your head, or somebody, if he comes with the right line, right vibe, like, you'll give him a time of day?
Exactly. That's what it is. Because some bitches are there just to make money. Mm-hmm. Some people will be like rich bitches, but I'm not that type. Like, I like to meet people. I like to see.
I mean, I know, especially for a woman, it makes, like, your tip is bigger if you mingle. So it's kind of like.
Well, that too. But me, I love vibing with people. We would meet people, like, in random spots. And even my other girlfriend that's in Pahrump, shout out to Elise. No. We'd find some random ass, like, people, and we'd vibe with them. We'd go off and, like, thank you, Jesus. We didn't get, like, chopped up. Like, they weren't crazy.
Weirdos. Okay.
But we would have some fun ass nights with these motherfuckers that we just met.
Okay.
Yeah. And we don't have to be hoes. Like, straight up. Like, we would just have fun.
Not all the time? Or
no, straight up.
Period.
Like, just period. We would meet people, we'd vibe with, like, okay, let's have a drink. And I don't know what it is. Maybe they would just, like, enjoy the fact that we were not competitive drinkers, but we're like, all right, we weren't scared. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They would just, like, move freely with us. You know what I mean? And it was just a fun time. Like, we've had so many good memories.
So have you ever hooked up with a regular customer?
So ever since I've been bartending, no. Maybe it's just like not the timing, but no. Yeah.
Okay. So are you bartending at a regular spot on a regular? Or?
Yeah. So I mean, I bartend every Sunday for a brunch. But I mean, it's in a small town.
Okay.
A lot of families, which is nice. It's just not. I wouldn't be like, hey, like, you want to hook up? Like, no, not like that. Like, no.
So you personally are the type that just I ain't gonna hit a dude up. I'll just grab my toy. Like,
no. So that's the thing. If I have like this certain feeling about somebody, like if somebody comes into my bar and is like, hey, showing me attention, I'm like, okay, I'll see how it is.
So you ever had a one night stand?
I mean, I have in the past, yeah. But that's not my MO right now.
No, I get you.
Yeah. It's not. I think the streets are too crazy right now with all this different shit that's going on. Like, I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah, you got to come with more than, hey, come see me. You know what I mean?
Hey, you guys make sure no corny lines.
Yeah, no corny lines.
Hopefully you guys are paying attention to this.
But yeah.
So would you suggest a guy like not to hit on a bartender type of chick while she's at work?
I mean, no. Well, if you shoot your shot, just don't be weird about it. Like, I've had dudes that come to my bar and just like want to like mingle and keep like throwing these lines at me. Like, okay, just like chill. You see, I'm trying to make money right now. Yeah. Relax.
Nigga, stop.
Relax. I gotta look nice for everybody. You know what I mean? No, I'm just saying. Nah, but I mean, honestly, I've had cool people that like came to my bar or see me bartend, and they just come around and just mingle, just say hey, like, just small talk. I love that. I love small talk. I love seeing, finding out about a different person. That's my thing. I love finding out about your day. Or finding out about...
So you like hearing people's stories.
Yeah, of course. Like, throw me your horror stories. I don't give a shit. Like, oh.
She said horror stories. Not even just a regular story. Just throw me your horror story.
Yeah, throw it out there.
I want to hear the worst.
I'm all for it. Like, but yeah. And then there's some guys that just mingle. Like this one guy.
Uh-oh.
Here come with the story.
Yeah.
So like this one guy, this motherfucker.
One guy. Okay, so he was trying to get thrown out by the bartender. And then he comes around as girls and like, hey, can I dance with you? I'm like, hold on, I'm talking to my girl. Like, I was in in-depth conversation with my girlfriend. I was like, hold on.
He didn't care.
No, he did not give two shits. I was like, bro, like, can you at least buy me like a couple shots? Like, you know what I mean? So I could like, yeah, okay, sure. But no, like, he was just in it to win it, and I wasn't feeling it. None of us were feeling it. He was trying to hit up all my girls. I was like, whoa.
You didn't show him no love, so he went to the next. Like, so what's going on?
He was
still, you ain't playing around? All right, hey, look, one of y'all gonna say yes.
And then he stepped on one of my homegirls' foot. I was like,
So you ladies being like, you guys go out in groups most of the time. How many guys actually do that? Like, I'm gonna try to hit on you, and I don't get nowhere. I'm gonna try to hit on the homegirl. Does that happen often?
No.
Not really. Okay.
I think that if they try to shoot their shot and it doesn't fly, like, we're just like, you ain't in the squad.
Okay. So being that you guys been out as groups and stuff, like, you guys see the guys. You guys, I mean, women are like, they can see their visual. They can see like, I ain't gonna be messing with this dude, or I ain't give this dude no time of day.
Yeah.
Like, but they buying drinks. How many times have you guys been out with your girls and you be like, fuck it, let's just keep on taking the drinks, girl, and we'll just be friendly?
She laughed. That means a lot. She already snitched on you already. She laughed. Your emotional support is not helping right now.
There's been a couple. I ain't even
Slow it down. I just dissed you.
No. There's been a couple times where it's just been like, all right, this fool
He
keeps
buying us all drinks. Let's keep going with it.
I mean, but we do our best to, you know what I mean? It's like we vibe with people. But if you're just like that weird one, like, we give you, like, we try to
be friendly.
We try to be friendly.
Benefit of the doubt. Like,
maybe it's just that, first initial visit, but Then if it's like multiple red flags, we're like, okay, we're just not gonna deal with it, you know? Because
we'll take one more round, then you gotta go, man.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little too much, you know? Like, give me a break.
Weirdos. Okay.
Crazy.
So don't be a weirdo.
Yeah,
Bad
some guys just don't catch the clues. You know, they don't pick up what we're laying down. We're like, okay, like that's enough.
So like another thing that I think that guys get mixed up majority of the time. Can you answer this for them? Speaking on a generality of like just how women think. Mm-hmm. If a guy approaches you and he's trying to get your attention and says a bad line at first, should he try again or should he just give up? Like, is persistence a bad thing or is it a good thing?
If the first shot was just like horrible, just don't. Just go vibe.
Just take the L and just
take the L and just go vibe like somewhere else. Okay. But I mean, if it's like something that we could laugh about, you know what I mean, then there might be a possibility of just coming into the spot. You know what I mean? But it's a possibility.
All right, so don't overdo it, guys.
Don't overdo it. Because girls don't like clingy. Girls like, I think I speak on a lot of my homegirls. Like, we like guys to be about us, but we don't like that clingy shit. Like, because when it's clingy, it's just like red flag. Like, you got insecurities. You know what I mean?
I think that's a woman's trait. To be clingy, so
right.
You think that's kind of like a feminine type of thing?
Yeah, and a lot of guys are taking on these feminine traits. Like a lot of bitches these days, they're like, "Oh, equality." I'm like, "Okay, you're gonna put on the pants. I'm done taking the pants. Like, let me wear the dress.
Yeah.
Okay, let me wear the chon-chons where it's nice and pretty. Like, I don't want to wear the pants no more.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So,
like a man should know his role.
But you just you rather be traditional.
I think so. I think traditional, everybody knows their part. I think a woman's job is to be everything that a man can't. They know how to keep up a home. A man knows how to provide. A man should know how to provide. A man, I feel like, honestly, men should be providers, leaders. You know what I mean? Protectors.
That's good. You think differently, though.
Yeah.
Most women nowadays don't think that way. They feel like, man, I ain't waiting on a dude. I don't need a dude. I'm going to just go ahead and just do everything in the house.
I'm a boss, bitch. I don't need shit.
Well, at the same time, I'm just like, because I haven't seen that shit, I'm just like, I got to do it myself.
So do you think there's lack of lack of masculinity of like men right now?
Yeah, I think a lot of dudes have no home training. They don't know what's up, you know? It's like, damn, dude, like, my stepdad always told me and my sister, like, with girls like these, who needs men? Basically. Who needs sons? Because we would get in there. Like, if my dad needed help shoveling shit, digging a ditch, I'd be right there. If my dad needed, like, help, like, lifting shit, moving shit, I'd be right there. A lot of dudes are just, like, too pretty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just like, what the fuck?
So many soft dudes.
You see what I'm wearing right now? I can't touch that shit. What the fuck are you talking about?
Too many soft dudes playing video games and doing stupid shit.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
hold on, babe. I'm on level 14.
Yeah. Oh man.
I triggered the emotion. Triggered the memory. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough for women these days. Cause I'm just
so do you think social media kind of ruined the dating game?
I think yes. Social media has a lot on the downfall of having a healthy relationship because every man is gonna see another bitch. See
too much accessibility.
Yeah, too much accessibility. Like a man can like go off if he's having issues. And so if a man like starts, if you see a man's feed and it's just like all bitches in thongs, like whatever, like you feel a certain type of way.
Yeah.
And if that was my man, I would feel a certain type of way. I'd be like, look, motherfucker, you got something to say? Like, you can go or get socked up. Like, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, don't waste my time, bitch, because I got
the violence is real.
Straight up. Straight up, because I'm telling you, like, I hate getting my time wasted because I'm about my man. Like, if you're going to be my man, I will support you in whatever it is that you like, whatever it is that you're going through. I will be there. I will be that bitch. But don't make me look stupid. Yeah, that's the main thing. It's like guys take for granted the bitches that are down for them on these bitches that are like, you know, just like.
Do you think it works both ways though?
Sure. Yeah. I think there's an even playing.
She said evil. Oh shit.
It is evil because there's an even playing. Like there's a lot of bitches that will say, like they don't have that sense of wanting a healthy relationship. They're down just to fuck. Like whoever is gonna support them.
Yeah. Whoever got the biggest bag.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm not a bag whore. You know what I mean? I'm trying to have like sustainability. I'm trying to have that person that's just gonna ride with me. You know, through the ups and downs, but I want somebody to support me and accept that I want to do better for myself. You know what I mean? And I want that person to have the same type of goals, like
same drive.
Yeah, same drive. Like motherfuckers come at me and they don't have nothing going for them, so I'm like, what?
I don't see how you find that many losers, but what do you think?
You don't even understand how many motherfuckers come at me like that.
Hey, that's why we got this podcast, man. We're trying to teach Jews to do better, man.
Exactly.
Like, and just getting women's opinion on like how to share, like what not to do and what to do. Like that way, you stop wasting their time, stop wasting the ladies' time. So, yeah. But what do you think about social media being that? I mean, you guys are women. You guys got to keep it 1,000. Like a lot of women conflict. They can't tell what's the difference between sexual attention, like you got a bunch of DMs, you got hundreds of likes, dudes in your shit every day. You could be on the street, somebody call you ugly, you be like, the fuck? I just woke up with 15 DMs and all these dudes want to fuck
genuine
me.
Attention,
it's different. The dude wants to sleep with me, and I got a bunch of dudes that want to sleep with me. But how many people want to get down on one knee and give you the ring? How many people want to just pick up and take the weight off your shoulders and pay all your bills and let you stay at home and do all this stuff like that? You think a lot of women are delusional when it comes down to sexual attention and relationship attention due to social media, due to that nice selfie in the bathroom, whatever it is, and like, you got a nice shape, and all these guys, hundreds of likes come in right away. Like, I know it makes everybody feel good. Attention makes everybody feel good, but you think they are like conflicting it with just, man, I got a bunch of dudes that want to be with me, but they don't want to be with you.
They want to be with them. They're not.
But everybody just wants to fuck.
Yeah. It's a hard line, honestly, because I know a lot of girls that want the solid relationship and they deal with bullshit, right? And then I know a bunch of bitches that are just down to fuck, like to get where they want to be. So it just all depends on the person, really, because like, and their moral standpoint, you know what I mean.
But most, just in general, like most women you come across, whether it's your friends or not, like, so let's say
if you have a fucking dude that wants to just support your life, they will take it, regardless if they like it or not. You know, that's most bitches, I feel like.
But don't you think that in order to gain a guy, to gain that, you have to bring more than, I know it's going to sound bad, but you have to bring more than being able to cook, wash some clothes, and be able to lay down in bed for sex. Like, you don't think you should bring more to the table? You don't think every woman, you guys go to the club, every woman in there can do that? I mean, not every woman can cook. I probably put that aside, but I mean, everybody know how to work a washing machine.
I can make you some bomb ass top ramen. Don't trip.
A washing machine and lay down like
mac and cheese. I'm on it.
So I just think it's like a lot of women go around all the time and they're like, man, I got the baddest sex and blah blah blah, like that they think that's what holds down a man, but it's common, it's typical. Like, what else are you bringing to the table?
A man will get held down if he wants to get held down. That's it.
But if a man already has a lot of his stuff together, like what is it what do you add to him? Like, obviously, like, say he makes double your salary. Okay. He has his own place. He has all his own shit going. Why should he wife you?
Like, what are you bringing to the table other than cooking, cleaning, and sex?
That's it. So, what do you think, Brittany?
You can speak into the mic. It's right there.
A man likes when a woman brings him peace. More than all that.
Yeah.
Do all that, plus he can come home and be comfortable.
Yeah.
Peace, happiness, and
I say peace, and what else? What else would you say?
It's like you have to have that combination. Well, sometimes I feel like you gotta have that bitch that will give you peace, but just check you. If a woman really cares for you, she will check you.
Like check your ego. Don't let you get too.
No, she will make sure you don't do some dumbass shit. You know, and y'all think it's nagging sometimes, but a woman, if a woman cares for you,
Yeah,
she will want you to be your best self. She will want the best for you, and she'll check you if you're acting stupid as fuck.
Okay.
Yeah. But some guys were like, "Oh, my bitch is."
I think it's because you used the word check. I don't know about checking, but
No, but I mean, sometimes they'll be like, "Hey, I don't think that's."
Bring it to your attention.
Yeah, bring it to your attention.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I should have used those
yeah.
words.
I was like, that's really aggressive, bro.
Yeah. You trying to shake me? It's like, what are you talking about? The fuck?
Sorry, I've been dealing with some bum ass niggas. Okay, sorry, my bad. Okay, whatever.
Emotional
Be
damage.
looking around like, who's she talking to?
Sorry. No, but it's just like a give and take when you have like somebody that can show you that they're going to lead you in the right direction, somebody that has the best intentions for you and will be a good provider. Women will fall back and then just do the most. But in this day and age, there's a lot of bitches that they're just trying to get the status, you know what I mean? Nobody's in that, you know. Everybody.
So out of 10, how many of the girls are like that, just out there trying to just get noticed and get clout?
I mean, in all honesty, I feel like if
10.
That's what we're here
so
for.
for 10 women, I feel like 6 are for the bag, 4 are for the like solidness. You know what I mean on a relationship.
Okay.
You agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe 7.
So?
Still. There's a lot of bad women.
Yeah, but
Oh
then,
yeah, we know.
But there's a lot of women that have been scarred by dudes. That's why they're
for
like
sure.
that.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I mean? So
I think that's where we at right now. Like a lot of the shifts have changed. A lot of women are having to pick up their own things. Especially I speak up on single moms too, having to pick up a lot of slack from a lot of sorry ass dads and sorry ass dudes. You know what I'm saying, that out there for their kids and shit, and having to provide and do their own. So it's harder for a woman to let a dude come in and take the role because they've been the lead for their house when the dude ain't there.
At that point, they already been the dad, the mom, everything.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly. I'm a single mother, so
Okay.
it's like I know how it is. Like my kid's dad, he chose drugs over his family.
So like you guys have no ties right now, or
No, hell no.
Does he even like have anything to do with the kids or no?
So right now, it's just like he tries. Only when he sees like I'm doing the most for them, he'll be like, oh, he'll try to get. And I don't hate on him. I understand he's going through his shit, and that's everybody's like, oh, you.
But how long has he been going through his shit?
Let me tell you something.
Oh, say so. How could you understand that if he's been going through it for so long?
He's been going through it since the jump. Like he could not differ. Like he would.
So is it understanding or feeling sorry for him?
Honestly, I just do what I gotta do for my kids, and everything else doesn't matter. Like as long as I provide what my kids can't, like what their dad can't have. Like as long as they're fully covered, like
you're ready
I'm
to
good.
pick up the slack.
Yeah, and then it's just like so their dad. Okay, so their dad. Oh my God, I've had to deal with him bringing my kids around freaking meth heads, prostitutes, shit like that. You know what I mean? So that's why you said the violence is the violence is real because first of all, my shit, like I will protect my kids.
I mean, of course.
You know what I mean? So it's just like I do what I gotta do for my family. You know what I mean? And so it's just like when he can't do it, I'm just like whatever. You know, I feel bad that my kids can see now they're getting old enough to
actually
that
see that shit,
he's like not putting up what he's supposed to. So I'm just like, oh, well, don't worry about it. Like we'll take care of it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. All right. So we need some type of story before you get up out of here. Being a bartender, like what's or anything or girls' night out, like what's the wildest experience you've been through with the guy? This is, you can go back years back, 7 years, 6 years, it don't matter, like whatever. What's your personal experience on like what's
and then as a bartender, what's the worst pickup line you've heard from a guy?
Okay. So craziest experience. Let's see.
She going through all the little memories like, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, so I've I've dealt with like drug dealers and cooks. Like, you know, it's so weird. It's
She over
so,
here living the Breaking Bad life for real, for real.
straight up. So it was just like one of those things where me and my girls would hang out with, you know, certain folk or whatever, and then they would take us on runs, and it was just like a thing where they just need pretty girls to kind of like distract, right?
Interesting.
And it was just like one of those things. So my homegirl, I thought she was gonna get whacked. Thank you, Jesus. She did not. The guy felt a certain type of way. He's like kept acting funny with me. I was like, so what's up? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you trying to do? And we would all party together, and it was just like one of those things where it's just like they felt like a certain type of way dealing with me. You know what I mean? So it and to be honest, it just felt kind of empowering. At least, hey, like they didn't feel like they could bullshit me because they would start like stuttering. I'm like, okay, so make sure she's back on time. Like, boy, yada yada yada. But it was like, all in all, like homegirl got like, she was like by the border with some random people, and I was able to get her back all in one piece. So it was good, right? Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then it's just like, it was just one of those things like, bitch, I thought I was gonna die. I was like, don't worry, I got you. Like, no matter who you are, like, don't worry, I will find you and we'll get it taken care of. Like, I will get you back.
Is somebody you still friends with today? Or?
Yeah. And it's weird because like we'll throw back some of our stories like, dang, we did some wild ass shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so that was before the kids, but whatever. But I'm just like, dang, like it was one of those like hangover moments, like you know that movie Hangover, like damn, we just did.
Damn, y'all made it.
You woke up like, what the fuck just happened?
Exactly. Yeah. So it's just like one of those things, and it's just like, okay, well, we made it back in one piece, and we're riding back home like quiet as hell, like.
Let's not do that again.
Like,
let's not do that again.
Live, you know. But yeah, so that, I mean, that's cool. Where sign as a bartender, it's just like there's a lot. There's a lot. Like I can't even.
What's the first one come to your mind that?
They just.
Or give us a top three. If you can't do just one.
So I hate when guys are like, so you got a man, like, are you single? I'm like, you see me, I'm trying to do money right now. Like, don't come at me like that. Yeah. Just ask me how my day is. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just ask me, like, what my interests are. Like, okay, so I'm like a low-key geek. And...
Were you like some anime?
Yes!
She's like, oh yeah, I go to Comic-Con and everything.
I actually do.
That's why I said it. Duh.
Well, first of all, don't be a hater. No. I do like to go to anime expos. Okay. Yeah, I
dress up and shit. And
I enjoy
some cosplay.
I enjoy cosplay.
Yeah, baby.
I enjoy watching bitches in cosplay for sure. My first event at like Anime Expo, dude, it was like so funny because I felt like a creep. I'd be like, look at this bitch's asses out. And then we just try to find all these bitches that were like half naked to take pictures with. You know what I mean? It was just like one of those things. And then these dudes trying to come with us the time after, like, it wasn't as fun. Like, let's see how many bitches y'all can pull. You know what I mean? Like, it was just a fun experience. Yeah. Okay. I like to geek out on that. But
so the last one is gonna be, obviously, so you experienced one night stand before.
Yeah.
I might have been a couple. What's your worst? Like, why didn't the dude get the call back? Like, hell no, I ain't doing this again.
Uh-oh.
I mean, if the sex sucked, like, it just...
So how can the sex suck?
I mean, I've had, like...
Is it the sex sucks because of the size, or the sex sucks because he smelled bad, or like? Or...
The sex, I mean, if it's like this, and I don't mind. Like, if you know how to work it, like, it is what it is, you know. And then if it's fun, it's fun. But if it's just like, like.
But women don't have a rule. You don't say like you guys are getting it on, kissing, whatever it is, you do get. And like the woman has to reach down and like feel the dude, at least feel what you about to get. Like
you know, like don't. Oh, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, and you don't like. Let me be like, let me go. Oh shit! Yeah, wait a minute.
What time is
like,
it?
And, you know, you give the good old like, dang, you know what? I'm about to start right today. My calendar messed up.
No, I've legit been like, oh shit, I gotta go, like that.
After you size them up.
If it's like this, I can't work with that.
What if it's like that but a little fatter?
No.
Just trying to help the guys out.
No. I mean, because like a bitch likes to ride, I will ride. I like to do some things, but if it's not like there,
If it won't stay in while you're riding,
if
then
it's not there, it's not there. If you're not fun, I can't deal with you.
He can't make it.
If like you're like this, you better know how to eat it up. Like that's
what I was gonna say. So
you know what I
can he make it up?
You
somewhere
can make it up,
Okay.
and then but if it's just not there, it's just not there.
I mean, just like you hear right there, guys. Like, I mean, you can't get more nowadays.
You gotta be able
you're either
to
born
be
with it or you're not. So it's
versatile,
like,
you know what I mean?
okay.
got to multitask.
Exactly.
Okay, so I mean, that pretty much wraps up a lot of stuff we gotta hear and ask. You have any questions for us before we leave? Or?
Okay, I want to hear some. I want to hear some of your stories,
As far as
one night stand stories. So what do you, as a man, look for in a woman when you think about oh, I'm gonna shoot my shot with this bitch?
depends on what mindset I'm in that night. I'm just trying to
me,
smash, then it's just I'm trying to smash.
Whoever.
Yeah,
Like not whoever, but I mean
if you,
I gotta look at your ass.
I would not the loudest girl, but not the quietest girl. I'd be somewhere in the middle.
All right.
I agree with that.
Okay, so is there anything that has thrown you off in a one night stand?
Hmm?
She hit you with the double question. That was a how do you answer?
Let's hear it.
That's thrown me off with a one night stand.
To where you won't. It's just like a no, where you're trying to make excuses to get out. Has a
On
woman
some
been
catfish shit, but I mean other than
I
that,
say to me to keep it 1,000. This is like in my early 20s. I say probably it's probably be hygiene.
Oh!
It's gotta be hygiene.
Ooh.
Hygiene is always.
I think
no.
mine was on some
Kill.
catfish shit. Like,
Oh no, was she like 300 pounds?
I mean, not 300. I mean, she was bigger than what her fucking picture looked like, though.
Oh man.
Then she tried to, it was
like
just,
that.
yeah. I did the whole,
can see that's
you
bad
know what? Let's not do
My
it
dog
right
is
now.
calling me.
Let's not do this right now because you got people here at your house.
I got a puppy sit.
So look. Tomorrow you come over my house, and then we get it in. Don't trip. And then when I coast was clear and I got out of there.
And you're like, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Okay,
It was
so
done.
have you ever had a one night stand where you found some substance within that person after your
Like where I was feeling her type shit?
I say no.
Yeah,
No?
nah. I don't know one night stand.
Okay. So what's your go to if you see a bitch in a club or where would you typically see a girl and be like, oh yeah, I want to shoot my shot with her?
It wouldn't be in a club or a
No.
bar or nothing like that.
You mean shoot your shot just to hook up, or you mean just
Yeah,
shoot
or
your
actually
shot?
take out on a date type
Yeah,
shit,
take
or
her
just
out on a date. What are your standards?
like I said, like I told you earlier, I don't have no social media. So mine would be a cold approach. So if I see you at Walmart or if I see you on the street washing your car, whatever the situation is, I'll hit you up. But club and bars and shit, nah, because it's just
I've had
a lot of people are there for one reason. So just,
I've had a couple times where I've been in a bar and I wouldn't expect a certain type of person to be on the
and
same.
then actually I've had that damn, that was a bad experience.
Let's hear it. You gotta spill it now.
And the homie didn't even help me out either.
Oh, no.
Bitch-ass motherfucker. So I'm tipsy as fuck. I'm thinking this girl's cute. Blah blah blah. Get the number, whatever. Next day, hit her up. What's up? Blah blah blah. She come to the house. What the fuck was I thinking last
Be
night?
like,
Yeah, I was
That's
like,
your
oh no.
yeah.
So I was like, man, I'm sick. I don't feel good. It is what it is. Blah blah blah, and then just blocked her. But I called the homie up nigga, what was you thinking, dog? You let me fucking get the number? I was she was bad or something. What the
they're
fuck?
just waiting to see you fall. Damn, this fool is gonna get a freaking bad one.
That wasn't a good
That's
experience.
messed up.
Yeah.
You better check your homies.
Oh, well, we ain't friends no more.
What about you?
Nah, I don't really have no stories like that. I've been off the market for some years now, so yeah. I ain't,
So what was
I
it that caught you?
I say it be that while I was in the dating stage and just like seeing what this girl's about, and she was, I guess you can probably say, like on the roster, part of the team, and she actually like went through the stuff with me, knowing that there was like that I was out dating, and just seeing it never gave up because I was still giving her like quality of time. You know, we dated how we dated. Our time is our time. When I put somebody else's their time, and she never was like jealous or anything about that. And she
So she let you do you.
Yeah, she let me do me and stayed like in her place and added value to me. Like I'm actually a business owner, so she added like a lot of value, like doing a lot of stuff like with my business, helping me with my time, help me organize my stuff at the time. Like I need to go to the gym and stuff like that. Like she just added like a lot of value, like with helping like a lot of stuff, not worrying about when I'm not with her, worrying about if there's another woman or anything like that. She was there for me like throughout all, and I was like, hey, you know what, like it's all this playing around, like if it comes time to cut everybody off, like yeah, she got to stay there.
Like a real ride or die type shit.
Really
Yeah.
Like for everything. So yeah,
I
just
feel
looked at
it.
it like yeah, she just added value. Like it wasn't just like I said about the typical 3 things that the women think they are about just being beauty, cooking, cleaning, and sex. Like I was more to it.
That's good. That's good. What about you?
What about me? What?
Well, are you single?
I'm single.
Oh, you're single.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was your longest standing relationship and what kept you?
Shit, 7 years.
7 years, okay.
Yeah.
So what kept you held down?
She was cool. Like our vibe was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like when we were together, we were together.
Mm-hmm.
When we were apart, I didn't have to worry about her doing some dumb shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, we grew up, we grew apart. We grew apart. She was younger than me, so.
Oh, okay. And how old are you?
I'm 40.
Okay. Oh, dang, I didn't realize that. How about you?
39.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
I don't look it. Thank you.
I know. Y'all don't. That's good.
Thank you.
So what caught you about your girl and
What caught me about her?
Yeah. Or what kept
Well, initially
you,
I thought she was cute. But
okay, but what kept you with her?
what kept me with her?
Yeah.
She was.
Or unless you were with other bitches. Okay.
She showed me that she was all about me,
Mm-hmm.
not worried about every other guy and what they can do
Mm-hmm.
at that time.
Yeah. No, you know what? It's.
But like I said, she was younger, so that age played a part. You know what I'm saying? She didn't experience all the bullshit. She wanted to go to clubs and shit like that. She hit the club stage and whatever.
Yeah. Girls. Yeah. Girls hit that dumb stage just like damn. Bitch,
Yeah.
like, you
And
wildin'.
then nowadays, the dating's, that's why I'm still single. The dating scene is just
It's
fucked
just
up.
trash.
Yeah.
It's
For real.
trash. Like
Like I want to say, like, I mean, not to be like an asshole and nothing like that. Like I want to say, like, good 95 to 98% of the chicks out there is just all about
She belongs to the streets.
yeah, what you could provide for them. Like,
right.
like oh no, how much you
Yeah.
make?
They
Like,
want you to pay rent.
That's
They
my
want
biggest
you to-
pet peeve. If we
Yeah.
just start talking and you ask me what do I do for work within the first 5 minutes, I ain't gonna talk to you no more.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up.
Like
That's good.
Like I didn't ask you about your job yet.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me about mine.
I just, in this society, I feel like women they want
Social media, I'm telling you.
social media plays a big
Because
part.
you can portray whatever you want on social media.
Mm-hmm.
I could be the biggest baller on social media, but in real life, that could be a whole different story. I wouldn't be able, you know what I'm saying? They might not be able to back that up. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
That
what
shit
people
was
sell,
fake.
what people sell on social media is the lifestyle.
Yeah.
Right.
It's how they live.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
it is what it is. Like nowadays, it's like an online resume, I guess you could say.
That's one of the reasons why I don't have social media. Like I don't play into that shit.
I mean, like,
A lot of girls they want the views and likes and the
right,
clout
right.
versus, and they want the money versus the actual relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, that's understandable. It's funny that you say that because I've had a man approach me and I met him at a bar, and it
Red
was,
flag.
Honestly, it is weird because like, so I met him at a bar. I wasn't expecting nothing.
Like, I'm not
right?
saying it can't happen, but it's rare.
Right. So, and I'm still kind of trying to like find the like comfortability with it because, I met him at a bar, and he's like really cool. It's almost like he's my twin. Like I like
super click.
Yeah. So honestly, it's weird because I'm a city girl, but I like the idea of living off the grid. I like, thinking about like farm life or being able to support yourself and living off the land and stuff like that. It's crazy, but whatever. But I like extreme survivalist stuff, and it's almost like, okay, so we vibe on a lot of wavelengths, and he's like, oh, I will never let somebody disrespect him. Like, don't worry, bro, I got it. Like, I'm a feisty bitch. Like, you know what I mean? If a man gets a certain type of tone with me or a certain type of
that could be a
level,
bad thing with a certain type of guy.
Yeah.
Like with me, like,
and I gotta
if
tone
I'm
it
getting
back.
into it if I'm getting into it with a dude, and you step in
I
and
would
you say
never-
like that makes the situation worse because now if he disrespects you, I'm really gonna have to fuck his ass up now. It's like there's no walking away from it now. There's no okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you disrespect my girl, I gotta whoop your ass.
I'm not one of those robot bitches where if like a man is in a man's fight, that I would be like step my ass in there. No. If you guys get into a fight, you guys get into a fight. I'm gonna sit right here.
Yeah,
But
that's how it should be.
You know what I mean? Because that's not.
Now if I'm losing, hit that motherfucker in the head.
I've been there. Where I'm just like, all right, let me pull my sleeves up and I'll get in. I'll hop in this bitch, like whatever. But it's just like it's so different these days. Like I feel like the roles have switched, and it's a common thing, and that's why I feel like the dating scene has kind of like lost its sizzle. Like there's no
substance.
Yeah, there's no substance. There's no comfortability. There's nothing to look forward to because dudes act like bitches. Bitches act like men.
For real. That's why we need to.
Y'all hear this shit, right?
Straight
Y'all hear this shit, right? Coming from a female, y'all hear this shit, right?
Like, you ever check out any of my vlog videos by yourself? Now I'll be letting dudes have it.
Yeah,
I'll be going in.
It's rough, like, and there's some girls that don't mind taking that, masculine role, but I don't like.
Yeah, no, I think it gets them out of their biological their pocket.
Trait,
like you know what I'm saying, like so, like that's what I said. Like I think women should stay feminine and keep it traditional and let the man lead. Like so.
Everybody has a role. That's how I feel. Yeah. Everybody has something to bring to the table. Like a man has certain traits that a woman can't ever do, and I feel like a man can never complete things like a woman can.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And working together, that brings a good harmony if you find that right person. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but the dating scene is trash.
Oh yeah, it is.
Straight up.
We just trying to bring light to the whole thing and just getting everybody's pieces and advice and put it together so that way everybody analyzing before they start going out there and doing shit. They need to check out the videos and see wrong lines, wrong things to say, wrong type of vibes and everything to give. Like.
So, question for you, since you're locked down. Whenever, like, how do you and your woman, whenever you guys have differences, how do you guys handle it? Like, in my mind, the most like healthy way would be to just like, okay, if you guys are going through difficult shit, like, let me walk away so I don't be talking shit. And don't press me, and we'll come together when we're both like calm, right?
So how we do it is like 24-hour max type of thing, usually within a few hours. If it's simple, if it's really, really difficult, you're in your feelings and stuff like that, I would say never come to me while in your feelings, because your feelings is not letting you think logically on what you really
leading
miss.
with your feelings.
So the fact that my girl knows to not come at me with her feelings is to sit back and analyze it. However long it should take. I don't let it go longer than a day because I don't like to walk around the house ignoring each other and feeling bad vibes. So like we have to kill it within 24 hours. That's the main rule. So I let you analyze the whole thing, and when you come at me, no matter how angry you are, like I don't let like nobody come at me because I'm really big on respect. You can't come at me with this motherfucker this or bitch this, like call me out my name type thing. Like just calm it back down, find the words, correct words, come at me, and I let you express your feelings to you. I never let you I don't cut you off. I let you explain everything to me. I analyze it, and if it has, especially has something to do with what I did, I explain why I did what I did. And while we're communicating, if I did what I did because I didn't know what you were thinking at the time, or I didn't know it was wrong, we just correct each other. Okay, cool. I take accountability that I'm sorry I did that because I didn't know you feel that way. Yeah. And so from now on, I know that I know you feel that way. That this won't happen no more, and we just
a lot of people don't take accountability for shit.
Yeah, they don't. But they don't. But they lead off their feelings. And if you're real emotional, and I'm really big on this with men. Like if you're just a bitch, like flat out, like for real. Like if you react right away just because I said the sky's fucking blue and it's not blue, and that bothers you, like you're very, very soft, and you need to be able to analyze it. That whether I said fucking or the word just regular blue, the sky's blue regardless. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So I
think a lot of guys don't know how to handle their shit nowadays. It's really sad.
It's very, very sad.
And then it's so weird because like if you throw in like, oh, maybe you should talk to somebody. Oh no, they get like. I'm too good to talk. Yeah. No, that ain't shit to talk about. But that's why you're not going anywhere with any relationship.
Because that's where it starts. You have to be like mentally right before you can step into anything. Because you can't give if you can't give, especially for a man. Like if you're not mentally right, like you definitely not built to be a leader. So why the hell you even talk to women anyway?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Any other questions? Everything?
I think I'm good. Boo, you got anything?
Since you all quiet over there, you know what I'm saying? It's emotional support.
She knows. Yeah, we're trying to find it out there.
Trying to manifest that shit or what?
Okay.
A good one.
All right. But before we leave,
shout out your social media.
That way where the guys can
y'all
find
can find us at LoveBugV. And Brittany, go ahead.
Be Raisy's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come find us. Come party with us. Come have a drink with us. Yeah.
Yeah. Check them out. Don't oversweat them.
No. Come cool, correct.
Just make them laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
We out.
Yeah.